You mentioned that you went to the finish up camp in Las Vegas. What has helped you since you've gone out there, and why did you do that toward the end of camp?
Actually, when I got back to Vegas, Floyd Mayweather Jr, he been actually hands-on with me more than usual. He been running with me, in the gym late nights, and they asking me, making me grind, extra harder, just having him back me in the gym, giving me that push. So it just had my mind on a different level.
How much has it helped you overall just to have Floyd by your side while you're training and everything?
It helped me a lot, just not only like, physically, but just having him in my corner, it giving me feel like I have a chance, like I have that chance, I have one of the best in the sport, backing me, so it means a lot, made me work harder.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Okay, thanks, Keith.
Our next question comes from the line of Lem Satterfield with Premier Boxing.
Hey guys, how are you? Hey Gervonta.
How you doing?
I'm blessed, man. I'm doing all right. Hey, Leonard, this first question's for you, and then I got something for Gervonta. Going into hostile territory at this point in his career kind of reminds me of when Floyd went to, last time he was the B-side fighter, and he went to Atlantic City, really nasty environment, and knocked out Arturo Gatti. And that was a transitional time for his career. Do you see any similarities, and do you think that experience is something he can learn from?
Yeah, of course. That was an invaluable experience that Floyd, doing that in 2005 when he went in Atlantic City and Fort Gotti. But this one is a little different. Obviously, we're going abroad because, as Tank mentioned earlier, Tank has a lot of fans in the UK. I don't think that it's going to be one-sided, because one thing about that I do really, really love about the UK fans, they're very, very knowledgeable boxing fans. They can appreciate skill level and fighters who are really, really good. And I think that, and I know firsthand, with Tank has a tremendous social media presence, and again, he has a tremendous following in the UK. So as far as the crowd is concerned, I'm not so sure that it's going to be all Liam Walsh. Tank is going to have a lot of support there, and again, when you've had the kind of preparation that he has had, and you're focused, that's what it's going to come down to.
How can a victory like this transform his career, though, if he has a similar result as, say, Floyd did at that point in his career, given the risk he's taken by going abroad?
Well, I think it just sets him up, for bigger and better things down the road. Obviously, the focus is Liam Walsh and next Saturday night. And Tank is, as long as Tank stays focused and does what he does, the sky is going to be the limit. He has a tremendous team, and he's working with the best promoter in all of boxing. And again, we're really, really excited about this young man's career. In our eyes, he's the most exciting fighter in all of boxing, and soon he's going to be the biggest star in all of boxing.
Okay. Tank, you there? You ready?
Yes.
Tank, there's a saying, the scars you hit become like the lighthouse for other people who are headed for the same rocks that you've hit. How has your past experience growing up in the inner city and, your subsequent success and your stature kind of made you a power of example in Baltimore to youth in general and the inner city in general?
Just growing up in the inner city, it gave me that hunger that I have today. Just saying, my folks, struggle, you know, seeing them hungry, you know, and actually when my last tournament, you know, I was telling my coach, you know, it's time for me to turn pro. It's time for me to feed my family, you know. So just growing up in the city just gave me my hunger. You know, I've been through a lot, seen a lot. You know, I'm on another chapter in my life, you know, and I'm ready to do big things, you know, in the sport of boxing and outside of the sport.
Do you feel like because of where you came from and the sport that you're in, that you have a unique ability to get people to focus on what you say, young kids and that kind of thing?
Of course, you know, I believe I have the youth right now. You know, I think so. You know, I think that it's only a few good fighters, a few good top fighters out there. You know, but right now I'm the youngest. You know, and I believe that I have the youth right now. So I believe that, you know, as I continue to keep winning, you know, and crown myself as a champ, you know, a lot of young kids will look up to me, you know, and they'll be on the right track.